Background noise. When I got back here, I found the church is doing a concert or service underneath me. So, and they do this like every night. So it's kind of annoying, but you can't complain too much because it's free rent. But on to the point. South Park is a very problematic show, and it was one of my favorite shows growing up, and it meant a lot to me. And because like a huge part of my personality type and my sense of my own creative humor was very similar to the South Park boys. And when I was younger, I agreed with them more politically. And as I gotten older and evolved and grew and comes to terms with things about myself, I noticed the hypocrisy, the self hatred of the South Park boys. And South Park, there's a whole lot of stuff that breaks down with the political, the ideology, and everything about the show. And I think on this um, quick take video, I'm going to talk about the facts that they are definitely self hating atheists, and I do think the South Park creators are trans. And, and transophobia is not limited to only isn't only limited to self-hating trans people. There are cisgender people that do hate trans people, but and do put down trans. But the dedication and the attention that they put into belittling the trans community brings a lot of self-hatred and repression. And the reason why I feel like I can speak on this and pseudo-diagnose the South Park boys is because I identify as a woman. I am a trans woman. And South Park, when I was, before I knew or acknowledged that I was trans, how they comment and behave about transgenderism reminded me how I used to think when I was much younger on the subject. And when I've seen them in interviews, you know, their mannerisms remind me of people that appear to be men, but on some level they do not compute with the classification of being male. And, to put it simply, the South Park boys are fucking effeminate as shit in interviews. And that might not be PC or the nice, the politically correct way to put it, but if someone is, you know, very effeminate and comes off as effeminate and then does something, and they're okay with gay guys and they go on about how straight they are, but they hate trans people, they're most probably trans women who like other women, which is, I'm a trans woman who want to fuck other women, and a lot of, transphobic people have the dichotomy that trans people have to be heterosexual, and like the opposite gender of what they identify as. And that trope and that theme and that concept and is a very damaging. I've lost my train of thought. And Mr. Garrison is a character that embodies a lot of this self-hatred and like damaging ideology of the trans community because it's just this this fucking music is super distracting. This vape pen does not have marijuana in it. Definitely doesn't. Didn't buy this at a marijuana dispensary, and just nicotine. No marijuana in this. YouTube's been cracking down on, even in states where marijuana is legal, depictions of people using or promoting marijuana products. So any reference that I put into not smoking marijuana should be cut, even though I'm gonna cut this video and upload it and try to think.